Startup Podcast PH is co-produced by Y Spaces, Apiron, Tuala, Simf, Sekuna, Red Dragon Global, Maroon Studios, and Aim High. Check out our partners in the description. Welcome sa Startup Podcast PH, inspiring more Filipino entrepreneurs and innovators. Ito ang ating kwentuhan series kung saan tayo ay magkakwentuhan with kape. We're live now here in Zamboanga City and we have Wasteless PH. We have co-founders Jenny Talaver and Sau Dani. Hello,
Hi.
Kamusta?
Hi. Buenos dias.
Buenos dias, tsabakan na tayo. Ayun, no? So actually si Jenny ay na-interview ko na back 3 years ago na ata yun, no?
Yeah,
So,
3
but
years
that
ago.
was only online no pandemic kasi I think that's also the start ni Wasteless PH. I actually met you through an event din na parang siyang sustainable event na, no?
Yes.
Sustainable Startups event. And
Yes.
then, I actually got acquainted din sa inyong ginagawa. And mula nun actually, napaisip ako na bakit nanggaling sa Zamboanga City ang isang sustainable soaps and shampoo bars na startup but maybe later we'll talk more about that pero ngayon siguro simulan muna natin sa para din makarelate ang ating audience. So ano nga ba ang Wasteless PH?
So, ang Wasteless Space ay isang pagawaan at tagatinda ng mga sustainable at plastic-free alternatives sa sabon, sa shampoo, sa mga bags, at sa mga at lately sa mga apparel like t-shirt, tsaka mga accessories like yung keychain, yung pin. Tapos, we also uplift artistry, local artistry of Zamboangueños and also lately yung mga taga-Indonesia. Kasi we believe na we don't need to copy the West to be successful. Like,
Yeah.
if we have the will, we can be successful in our own culture.
Yeah. And actually fan na fan ako ng Southeast Asian culture I think but I agree, no. I think we should also uphold our own identity, our
Yes.
own culture. Fan na fan ako ng Southeast Asian artistry din actually, and lalo na food. At dito nga sa Zamboanga City, napakasarap ng mga pagkain dito.
Yes.
But anyway, Sao, meron ka bang i-add sa about Wasteless PH? Or
Oo. We also have this parang part din ng advocacy namin na kapag we earn more, we actually give back also to the community. And sometimes we also outsource our raw materials from farmers. Yeah. So, for instance, I think back during the pandemic, meron kaming mga extra soaps din. Tapos, I think we also earn much. So, part of the profit ay nagpadala kami ng sabon sa Golden Gaze. Oo, Golden Gaze I don't know, Pasay ba yun? Parang yun. Basta sa Manila.
Okay.
So, this Golden Gaze ay mga older gaze. Oo, yung So,
okay.
kasi may din parang I think part yun ng celebration namin ng Pride Month.
Okay.
Oo, 'di ba?
Which is this June.
June ngayon.
So, sakto
And
pala
yeah,
ngayon.
happy Pride. Ayun. So, yun kasi parang isa yun. So, kasi I'm acquainted din naman with different organizations. So, ayun, parang I tap one of my friends. Nagtatanong ako, so kanino kami pwedeng magpadala? Dahil nga June yun. So, ilang years ago na ba? Nakalimutan ko. So, may oo. And then, aside from donating sa mga in need, twice din kami nag-donate sa mga donation drives through Akbayan for typhoons. Like kasi yung
soaps, no shampoo, bars.
Inisip kasi namin is typhoon is related to climate change. So dapat yung mga relief goods din sana ng mga typhoon is hindi siya damaging to the environment. So yung we send our soaps, our shampoo bars, tapos we send din yung mga bags
na pwedeng gamitin ng mga nasa evacuation center. Kasi nandun sila sa evacuation center because of a disaster caused by flooding or caused by typhoons na dahil sa tao rin.
Yeah.
So, even if maliit yung contribution namin dati is we made it to make a statement din na relief goods shouldn't be all packed in plastic or yung mga dilata lang. Pwede naman din yung mga freshly made.
Actually,
or
ang weird nga no, like for example, kasi parang magiging loop na siya na climate change will cause more floods, more no. Then parang kumbaga environmental and then bilang response sa mga disasters, relief drives na puro mga package niya na mga so siya parang endless negative loop na siya ng
Yeah. I think yun, yung mini-mention ni Jenny is yung namin, response namin doon sa panawagan ng Akbayanihan Foundation. And yung isa ata na pinaka-devastated ay yung, if you remember yung bagyo na tinamaan ng malupit yung Siargao.
Odette.
Odette. Oo, yun. And ang Dinagat Islands. So, yung donation namin ay for Dinagat Islands that time. So, yun. So, maganon. Parang Wasteless PH for us is not just a business, but actually parang a hobby where we can make it as an outlet to actually mainstream our advocacy at the same time may response kami sa nangyayari. And hindi lang naman yun yung kaya pa ni Wasteless PH. Actually, we also engage in discussion so that we can bring the issue on the table. Kasi naniniwala kami sa Wasteless PH. If you do business, parang it should be you practice circular economy. At the same time, you give back to the community, no matter how small. Kasi hindi naman kayo malaging corporation. So, yun.
At saka yung parang larger perspective nila, in what I see, parang larger perspective sa business. Kasi yung mga ibang business, magbi-business ka nga, pero actually, you can earn profit, but you actually damage the earth long run, So parang kumukuha ka na ng resources for you and for the nearby time, 'di ba? Pero in the long run, pangit siya, 'di ba? So I think it's also time that we i-mainstreamize natin na businesses should also be responsible, not just in the short term, 'di ba? But also in the long run. But anyway, actually when I first interviewed si Jenny nga, napaisip din ako na wow, I mean nag-start ang isang sustainable, ang dami ng products, ang dami ng ginagawa, pero I think mainly is yung soaps din and mga shampoo bars.
Nag-start sa soaps
and shampoo bars.
Yeah.
So, may mga iba ng ganun sa Pilipinas pero usually they start actually sa Manila, ganyan. I think very somehow rare or somehow very inspiring din actually na nag-start ito sa Zamboanga City. So, pwede bang pahingi ng context? Ano bang meron sa Zamboanga City? Bakit ba ipinanganak itong ganitong
ang main reason bakit nag-start yung business sa Zamboanga is firstly dahil taga Zamboanga kami and also because lumaki kami sa isang environment na ang dali ng mga taong magtapon ng basura. Then kahit sabihan mo lang ang waste management is hindi siya kaya ng waste management kung yung mga products mismo, mga packaging is natural na plastic.
Yeah, tsaka parang for example, mag-segregate nga tayo, biodegradable and biodegradable, pero pupunta pa rin naman yun sa landfills na may ipon lang din as long as we use this plastics, single-use plastics, tama ba yun?
Yeah.
Yeah, continue.
Tapos yung isa ring motivation is kaya siya nag-start from soaps and shampoo bars kasi we wanted something to make our bodies clean, help us do like self-care routine, pero we also wanted self-care for Mother Earth kasi nakita namin na not just on land but also sa sea, especially sa mga waters dati and also still here now in Basilan and in Zamboanga, grabe ang problem ng pollution sa ng water pollution, ng marine pollution, eh. Yung motivation kasi is kapag you will want to go to the beach, instead of enjoying the beach, you will not go to the beach anymore to swim because
May ma-diaper.
there's so many eels. Yung mga diaper, mga plastic packaging ng mga pagkain. Like, isipin mo na lang, is it because people are naturally lazy or is it because the system itself enables their laziness? Like, or have we been so complacent with the convenience of our modern life that we do not anymore think about what happens to what we throw? Like, we are so and we are so into this disposable culture, disposable life. Like, once magamit mo na, you're done. So, for example, kahit sa relationship, like, kung tapos ka na, like, hindi mo na babalikan kasi ganun lang kadali.
Okay.
So, yun
Kaya wala nga hindi tayo responsible sa long run actually.
Yeah, tapos yung sa Zamboanga din is, yung dito kasi sa Zamboanga is, madami yung mga may big brands, pero konti yung support for the local brands. So, naisip namin na, okay, kahit suntok sa buwan, pero what if gagawa tayo ng sariling homegrown brand?
Yeah. To add din doon sa sinabi ni Jenny, ano din parang naghahanap kami ng alternative and wala kaming makita sa
Yeah,
market.
so kayo ang gumawa.
So, gumawa kami ng
Oo, yeah.
bida-bida, ganun. Hindi, pero seriously speaking, kasi ako, I grew up Muslim, although medyo may pagka-agnostic na po ngayon. Ayun. But then, when it comes to parang halal ba yung kinakain or tinitake, ay very din yun, very important for me. So parang, when I joined Jenny with the business, I told her, uy, Day, alam ko na kung paano gumawa ng sabon kasi ganito. And I went through a lot of trial and error before we came up with the right formula. So parang at least ako confident ako ano yung ginagamit ko sa napanligo, ganun. Oo. And yun nga. So dahil walang alternative, we realized na why not make it as an alternative for us. Kaya parang tingin ko hindi mawawala si Wasteless PH kasi hindi dahil sa kung malaki yung sales namin or konti, but rather because kami mismo yung nagpa-patronize.
Lagi may dalawang customer.
True. Literal na
Okay,
parang
gets.
tangkilikin ang sarili
Okay.
natin.
Yeah. Pero to be fair naman na maraming bumibili ng products ni Wasteless PH na I think nakwenta mo rin dati no, na nag-ship pa nga kayo actually nationwide even, 'di ba?
Opo, actually I would like to add to that. We try to send to as far as America. And
Meron?
oo,
Wow.
yeah. Yung pumunta yung ate ko sa US and binigyan niya yung jowa niya nung sabon namin. Ang respa na walang halong Kemerut. Ang sabi ay ang ganda nung product, mas maganda pa sa binibili nila sa Amerika. So if someone na na parang hindi kami kilala could say that. And so far wala pa namang nagreklamo sa amin na nagka-rashes sila and all. Pero madalas mapagkamalan yung sabon namin na parang mukhang pagkain. Cookies ba daw, ganun. So,
oo. Kasi ako personally, I used it actually. Yung parang color white siya na may mga, ano nga ba yun? Parang cookies and cream nga siya. Ano ba yun?
Oatmeal kasi yun.
Oatmeal.
I think yun.
Yung parang medyo beige. Baka kakao. Yeah, sige, ano pa yung mga product? Ano nga ba? Saan nga magawa yun? Ba't siya organic pala?
Coconut oil. Then also
with palm oil. Hindi dahil support palm plantation ako. To give you the context, ako alam ko na kung parang ang sabon ay gawa sa palm or gawa sa coconut, ganon. So, most sa mga sabon natin, hindi masyadong mabula if you observe it. Like, ang tagal mong i-rub. Pero when it comes to sabon ng Wasteless PH, mabilis bumula.
Sobrang mabula.
Yeah.
Sobrang pa nga actually. When I used it.
So yun, that's because malaking portion ng ingredients ay coconut oil. Kung hindi namin kasi haluan ng palm oil, ang mangyayari, mabilis siyang matunaw.
Okay,
So
okay.
parang ang reklamo naman ng mga tao ay parang bakit parang smushy agad ang sabon nyo? But that's actually it. If you observe,
Yeah,
diba?
oo.
So yun.
And I actually remember pala, tama ba na parang yung mga gumagawa the ingredients are local, you get it
Local.
locally. And then even yung mga gumagawa nito ay from the communities here in
Yes,
Zamboanga.
yun yung mga women na winorkshop niya, tapos, tinulungan.
Saan dito sa Zamboanga yun?
Saan ba yung ganun?
Ano kasi
In
yun
the city or
parang
even outside the city?
within the city siya.
Within the city. Okay,
Pero
okay.
nasa siya, parang malayo.
Outskirts ng city.
Parang inalong sila together. Parang, ang tawag dito, parang ginather lang sila.
Okay.
So ganun. So may mga ganun. But most of the time is actually kami ni Jenny talaga yung nakatoka sa ganun. Kasi parang given na hindi kami malaking corporation, meron kaming parang principle sa Wasteless PH na kung ano yung kailangan, yun lang yung ipoproduce. So hindi kami nagma-mass produce.
So hindi
Wala
kayo hindi kayo push na produce and
hindi.
then which is actually can be damaging actually. Kasi may prone to waste yun
Wala
eh.
kaming
So ito, pag may umorder, saka lang kayo magpapagawa.
Yes.
Kasi yung rationale kasi namin is, yun yung mass production na yung mass production yung fina-fight namin. So, kahit medyo mahirap na maghihintay kami ng orders bago kami gagawa is, yun lang yung way namin to really practice our advocacy.
True.
And also, for cost cutting, cost balancing din. Kasi if we mass produce, but we don't find enough buyers, so
inventory
masayang
costs.
siya.
By the way, pero yung mga ingredients naka-stock na or even the ingredients bibili lang kayo kapag or kukuha lang kayo.
Nandyan lang siya.
So naka-stock na. Then yung producing is gagawin niyo pag may umorder para wala kayong surplus ng mismong soap.
Wala namang tingi doon sa, especially for shampoo bars, walang tingi na
Yes.
mabibili. Kasi yung crucial, for me, ang pinaka-crucial is yung shampoo bars. Pero as for the soap, available kasi siya sa local market or available siya pag, halimbawa, I have this experience nung yung my former student, nung nag-work pa ako sa DepEd, marami silang turmeric. At hindi binibili yung turmeric nila. So, ang ginagawa ko ay binibili namin sa Wasteless PH.
So may turmeric din ba yun sa...
Yes. Yung
mga flavors ba to? Ano ba to? Mga
variants.
So, ilan ang variants pala ng Wasteless PH?
So, meron kami
5 na.
Okay. So, ano yung mga yun?
May
May cookies and cream,
may turmeric, may coffee,
okay.
may cacao,
Okay.
may malunggay,
Okay.
may coconut of course, tapos yung oats minsan. Pero for the cacao, depende sa bunga ng cacao tree sa bakuran namin. Ayun,
okay.
So pag halimbawa makita naman maraming pwedeng
Magkaka-variant na tayo.
Magkaka-variant tayo. Ayun. Tapos,
yung packaging din pala dito, diba? Kasi naman I got it also. Paper ba? Ano ba yung packaging?
Yeah, recycled paper siya. Oo. Tapos may lang, I think yung label, no? Sticker paper yun.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the packaging, I think mas maraming maibibigay na inputs sa Jen.
Sige, go ahead muna.
Sa packaging kasi is, craft paper or recycled paper yung ginagawa namin is, kasi bukod sa, we don't want as much cost sa packaging, it's our bit of doing recycling for paper waste. Kasi as much as possible, we're trying to rescue yung mga pwede pang magamit. So kaya, minsan, mahirap din i-market. Yun yung isa sa mga challenges for marketing is because our products, our packaging is not as colorful or as patok sa bongga kasi sa ibang mga competitors like sa mga mainstream soaps. Kasi we really plan for our products to really be as much as possible streamlined. Kasi yung point ng wasteless pH is to have less waste.
Yeah. At saka ang mahirap nga dito, no? I mean, parang, kasi, I think in my observation, there are other businesses na parang masabi lang na sustainable, but hindi yung buong practice ay sustainable. Yung sa inyo kasi, what I see, you really embody the sustainability sa lahat ng ginagawa nyo with regard to the business. As you said nga kanina, no? Well, yung packaging, and even yung sa production style nga, di ba? Ayun kasi parang pwede mo kasi yung mangyayari ngayon na yung mga ibang sustainable businesses ay ginagamit lang sustainability just for profitability at the end of the day, diba? So parang lang siya, marketing, pero
greenwashing.
Yung mga greenwashing, pero yung mga ibang ginagawa nila, production, transportation, still has a lot of effects sa environment. Pero I think this kind of businesses, kasi you're more of an advocacy nga rin, it's a mixture, But since nagagaling sa inyong founders yung talagang advocacy, so lahat na ginagawa niyo with relation sa business ay sustainable, right?
Yeah, actually, hindi siya madali. As much as sa amin, parang kung ano yung kaya namin gawin, we did it. Kasi, may mga parts din na hindi namin kontrolado. For example, yung paggamit ng essential oils or yung, ang tawag dito, fragrance oil. Syempre, hindi na namin hawak kung paano siya ginawa and all that. Oh, and we know naman na baka lang may mag-comment dyan na parang gumagamit nga kayo ng essential oil tapos alam niyo ba kung ganyan.
Pero mga essential oil din naman na organic din na
yes, meron din naman. Yun din, parang kung mahal na yung raw materials mo and then papasok din yung mahal na yung raw materials mo, then magpo-produce ka, baka wala ka na ring wala ka ng ang tawag dito, wala ka na ring customer na gustong kasi yun yung parang papunta tayo sa challenges.
I think yun nga yung I think yun ang major challenge sa mga nabalitaan ko sa mga sustainable
yun.
Kasi mahal talaga maging sustainable. I mean, for the business, no, mahal pa sa ngayon kasi your
pero may mga bagay na hindi naman namin nilalagyan talaga ng essential oil. I think for mga dating products namin yung turmeric ganyan, amoy turmeric naman siya. But then syempre if may request na gusto nila mas mabango ganyan. So parang I think pinag-uusapan din namin ni Jen kung how can we diversify it, ganon. Baka posibleng mag-offer kami ng scented at unscented. Mga ganyan. Oo. Pero kasi if you go to organic products like let's say the soap, it's so boring naman talaga. Like wala siyang scent masyado unless if nagkakape ka, 'di ba? Like coffee yung yung sabon mo. So may amoy kape talaga. Like I have this parang comment sabi sa akin. Parang okay naman po yung coffee soap ninyo kasi parang binigyan ko as freebie. Okay naman po yung coffee soap ninyo kaya lang masyadong magaspang sa parang po yun for scrub po talaga pumagas. So may mga tao din na parang gusto nila ng mabango without understanding na itong pagiging mabango ng isang product ay meron itong meron din itong counter effect, no? Na parang kailangan nating maintindihan.
Kasi baka nasanay na rin tayo sa mga mainstream masyado. Sa mga mainstream na ginagamit. Mga nakasanayan, kumbaga. Now, in the commercial world,
Trust the digital future with Twala. Secure and tamper-proof digital signature. Electronic notarization service. And custom AI agents for intelligent document workflows. Visit twala.io to learn more. In today's digital world, your organization needs more than just technology. It needs a strategic partner. At Symph, we build web and mobile apps that drive innovation for startups, enterprises, and organizations worldwide. Visit symph.co today.
Protect your assets from bugs before bad hackers exploit them. And launch your products seamlessly with Secuna, your trusted partner in cybersecurity. Receive reports in real time and work with security experts to find bugs in your products before others do. Let's make your security our priority.
Yes.
Anyway, later I'll ask for your challenges. Pero may gusto lang ako balikan na part nung kanina I asked you, 'di ba, parang on with regard to Zamboanga, bakit kayo nag-start? Pero kayo personally, una tanong, paano nga ba kayo nagkakilala? And second, even if yung mga sinabi niyo about Zamboanga, pero parang paano nag-start yung personal flame or parang talagang personal movement towards this advocacy? Kasi I believe for example sa Zamboanga, to be fair, I mean, it's kind of fresh to see people like you na strong ang marami naman kayo. I mean, pero 'di ba? I mean, yun lang. Maybe can I know lang parang how did it really
Well, for us,
Mm.
we met in Ateneo de Zamboanga
You
University.
studied
I
with
studied
I
I studied in Ateneo de
mm.
Zamboanga University. Then after I graduated, I worked as a senior high school teacher. Then
What course pala sa Ateneo?
philosophy.
Philosophy. Then nagturo ka ng senior high sa Ateneo din.
Yes.
'Di ba yung senior high diyan ba sa main or sa Tumaga?
Diyan sa main.
Sa main.
Diyan sa
By
main.
the way, nandiyan lang Ateneo de Zamboanga sa tapat natin actually. So, ayun.
Yeah. Yung um kahit nung from childhood, medyo radical na in terms of looking at the environment because nga we live in a place where trash is everywhere. Then there's also danger
That
because of
is in
Basilan.
Basilan. Okay.
And also because there's red alert everywhere
Mm.
and anytime, everywhere. Pero yung nag-crystallize talaga yung flame dito na nung nag-college ako sa Ateneo because of the values training, the men and women for other, cura personalis, doing things for all people regardless of race, gender, or status. Then I met her and then we clicked because we have the same advocacy.
Yeah, parang takeaway ko lang din kasi isang palaisipan sa akin yan eh. I mean, siguro din factor na maybe yun nga, you grew up in an environment na talagang pagkapanganak pa lang, you're already aware of the first yung mga negative impact sa environment, tsaka yung mga dangers, I mean yung mga conflicts, no, mga armed conflicts even So you were aware, and then when you went to Zamboanga, which is like a melting pot na rin ng mga kultura dito, may mga Muslims, Christians, Chavacano, Bisaya, Tagalog, Hiligay nun din, Ilonggo, marami-rami na rin So, and then even in ADZU, the education, so you got parang mas nabigyan ng construct yung yung mundo, 'di ba? Parang ganun siya. Excuse me. So parang you had the background and then you had the questions and then later on you found the answers and now you have the advocacy to respond pa dun sa to those questions. But anyway, sige, si Sao naman.
Yeah. So, ako naman, hindi ako sa ADSU nag-aral. Sa WEMSU ako.
WIMSU, Western
Sa
Mindanao State University. But
Yes.
actually, malapit-lapit lang din naman, di ba? I mean,
Mga 2
1
kilometers.
2 kilometers.
Ganun. Ang ko sa undergrad ay BS Ed. So, education. Major in English. Tapos, ayun.
Why did you take up, if I may ask
Kasi
that?
parang I was thinking, eto nung nung nagka-college pa lang, parang if I get to have this degree, makakapagturo ako sa Thailand, mag-a-abroad technically yung
Okay.
inisip ko. Pero, ayun, things along the way change. Hindi ako nag-abroad, nandito pa rin ako. Oo. Tapos, ang tawag dito, so yun nga, I joined this organization. So there's this political org na
In
sa
WIMSU.
WEMSU.
Okay.
So parang because of that, parang ang dami kong natutunan na parang hindi lang dapat Although before pa, in high school, parang during my high school days, parang nag-join ako ng YEX. May YEX kasi dati, I don't know. Basta it's parang program siya ng Go Negosyo. And then yun, oo. So parang sobrang,
Yun ba yung entrepreneur?
yun sa mga youth,
Yes.
young
Youth, young entrepreneur,
ganun.
yes.
Oo, sa mga canteen, may ganun. So parang I joined that, ganyan. And then, pero very capitalist din yung atake. Diba? Parang, meron pa akong sinasabi dati, the banks will work for you, the people will work for you, the government work for you, ganyan. So, kasi parang syempre, hindi ka pa, when you don't know about political ideology, so you don't know what you're saying, but you're so proud of it. Oh my God! Oo, but anyway, so going back, so parang meron na talagang parang iniisip ko na, kasi laging sinasabi doon na turn your passion into business, ganyan. So parang as I went to college, parang hindi naman ganun yung reality ng life. And then until I joined this organization na dapat pala hindi ka lang nag-earn, kundi parang you care about other responsibilities, ganyan. And there's this system, yada, and all that. So parang, okay. So parang from that Go Negosyo, nag-change into...
Na-expose ka sa both sides of the spectrum
So
ng
true,
economic
diba?
spectrum. May
Biglang...
leftist, may right, may capitalist, may left. Which is good actually. For me, to be honest, that's good. Para, I mean, even if you're not really fully into whichever dun, pero at least ma-expose ko sa both and you personally, ma-decide mo, ano ba talaga yung gusto mo, diba?
Yeah. But parang mas leaning ako dun sa kabila na kung saan dapat mas collective yung yung action. So parang hindi ko talaga plan talaga pa mag-start ng business. But then yun na nga, I met Jenny. Actually when we met, wala talagang business na usapan. Pinag-uusapan lang namin that time, may labor union.
Very left
Yung nga pinag-uusapan namin, hanggang alas 12 ng gabi, pinag-uusapan namin. Tapos parang,
nakatambay.
nasa parang formation center kami, kasi mga bagong hire kami. So, ino-orient kami ng HR.
Tapos nag-uunyo na kagad, grabe.
Oo, tapos kaming dalawa, nag-uusap tungkol sa labor union, ganito, ganyan, ganon. So, yun. So, parang I think that was 2018. So, parang hindi pa doon nag-start yung idea na mag-start ng business. But it's actually started nung pandemic. Kasi ako, personally, gusto ko talaga, even nung college pa, gusto kong gumawa ng sabon. But the problem was, yung mga kaibigan kong nag-aaral ng chemistry, ayaw magsabi. So, parang alam mo yun. Tapos, ang basic lang pala gawin. Like, nung kinukwento sa akin paano gumawa ng sabon, may mga talaga pa, kailangan mo ng goggles, kailangan mo ng ganito, parang kailangan mo ng,
lab outfit.
True, parang ganyan, parang akala mo pupunta ka ng operating room, ganyan. So, syempre, pag wala ka talagang alam, parang, oo nga. Tapos, ang hirap din maghanap ng pinaka-raw material niya, yung, ang tawag natin doon, sodium hydroxide. Kasi hindi,
okay.
hindi
NaOH, tama ba?
hindi titigas yung sabon mo kung wala kang ganon. Tsaka hindi magme-mix yung water and the oil without that. Kasi kailangan yon. Kasi for liquid soap, iba rin yung ginagamit. So parang walang ganong knowledge. Of course, thanks to technology and all that. So, yon. Until parang during nung pandemic, kakaalis ko ng ADSU kasi naunang umalis si Jenny. So, sabi ni Jenny, baka gusto mong maging part na lang ng business ko, ganyan. So, okay, ganyan. Tapos hanggang sa, parang...
Bilang nasa collective thinking ka, business, di ba, medyo capitalist yun. Bakit ka pumayag dun sa idea na yun?
Hindi naman agad-agad na kapitalista ka.
Yeah, true.
When you started it.
True.
And depending on the intention.
Yes, true.
Kasi hindi naman ako yung naniniwala na, sorry, maybe ibabash ako ng iba kong mga points. But the point is, hindi ako yung parang we cannot smash capitalism on right away. So parang baka naman pwede tayong dun sa welfare act. And mas ako, parang yung idea ng cooperative, and that's a socialist ideals, yung mga cooperative na yan. So yun, parang mas maganda if pinaghahatian nyo. Pero of course, kaya din siguro parang yung iba nagle-lean towards capitalism kasi yung iba naman, you cannot easily find people naman na parang, sige, I'm willing to be with you and build this ganito, ganyan. So parang, but luckily, since kilala ko si Jenny and nag-a-align yung aming principles with that. So parang, parang, alam mo yung happiness. Sorry, if like there's an ideal job, it's actually packing the soap and sending the to
Ano ba siya,
customer.
therapeutic ba siya? Therapeutic
Sobrang
ba?
kasi parang pag napadala mo, ako nang iisipin.
Okay,
Unless
okay.
kung kulang yung pinadala mo. Oo. Medyo sa simula, talagang ang dami ko palang kulang na naipadala. Oo. Tapos hanggang sa parang yun na nga, going back, sabi ko kay Jenny, Day, nakagawa na ako ng ng sabon at ito siya. Tapos, yun, medyo palpak pa yung unang mga ginawa kong sabon. Until nga, yun nga, mga, I think 6 months, no? Bago naging okay yung klase ng sabon. And yun, so far it has been a good product, like, oo.
I have a question lang kasi ang takeaway ko naman sa'yo is parang na-expose ka nga sa iba't ibang ideology somehow, and then you were able to decide a path for you, which is in this case nga parang business pa rin siya pero really siya, very social aligned Actually may quote nga ako na naisip nung isang araw, share ko lang dito yung quote na related naman dun. Imbento ko lang 'to pero
Go, Robert.
not all entrepreneurs are capitalists. Not all capitalists are entrepreneurs.
Yes.
It's a totally different thing. Nagkataon lang na sa ngayon parang medyo 'pag entrepreneur ka kasi mas madali actually, chunks profit oriented if you align in sa capitalist way, but I think for me those are actually two very different But then I have a question lang kasi si Jenny parang nung parang batang-bata pa lang may nakita na niya yung mga mga conflicts ganyan. How about you pala? Parang very early. Have you also
Ay,
had those
oo
experience?
naman. Actually, there was this certain org na saan ako nag-work before, and sabi sa'kin, "Ikaw kailangan mong mag-arak." Arak is aralin sa kahirapan.
Okay,
And then
okay.
I was like telling that to my friends. Sabi ko, sabi sa'kin kailangan ko mag-arak daw, aralin sa kahirapan. Sabi sa'kin, "Saw, anong i-aarak mo? Anong aralin sa kahirapan? Mahirap ka naman ever since."
Okay.
So sabi ko, oo. Oo, kasi parang kasi ako growing up, kaya parang din, parang business-minded din. No, but ako napunta dun sa negosyo kasi parang I grew up na yung nanay ko, nakita mo naman yung Magay dito, yung
Saan,
town,
saan?
yung Magay,
Saan
yung
yun?
town area ng Zamboanga, yung Chinatown area, yung may Shoppers
Ay, loob,
Plaza.
loob. Yung,
Yung loob,
ay, yung tawag doon, Magay?
Oo, Magay yun,
Okay,
Magay
okay.
area
Doon
yun.
ako
So,
nag-stay eh. Doon
so like, may nakikita kang mga tao na mayroong boxes. Tapos may mga susi, kandado, and maraming Basta you observe, walk around, and you can see that. Tapos din, may mga nagbebenta ng gulay na naghihilata lang ng sako, tas nilalagay. So ganun yung hanap buhay ni mama para makapag-aral. Charot, maalala mo kaya? Oo, pero ang point is, hindi bago ang kahirapan sa akin. So yun, parang, so gusto ko yung idea na parang pag marami kang, I think the reason na marami akong skills is actually, dahil nga mahirap kami. Pag mahirap ka, parang, ultimo pagbili ng shampoo, sabon, ay mahirap, no? Pero nung parang, with that, so parang mas gusto ko na parang, kung kaya kong gawin, gagawin ko siya. So like, if I will remove the idea of doing business with Jenny and just try to focus on using the soap that I'm making. Actually, 2 kilo ng oil. Pwede nang supply ko the entire year ng sabon. Diba? So parang, syempre dahil may mga workers, bayaran yung mga, so nagiging mas mahal siya. And ang dami kong natutunan doing business with Jenny kasi like, hindi mo lang kunwari na nare-realize kung saan galing yung products, but rather you also understand more of your roots. Kasi parang, 'di ba, we are parang at least ngayon medyo bumababa na, pero dati all time high yung parang okay, use this kind of soap para pumuti ka and all that, yada, 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 ganyan. So, parang nasa mindset mo na parang pag brown ako, hindi pwede pang brown. Dapat white ka, ganyan. So, bili ka ng bili ng mga products na to. And, in fact, sobrang mamahal nila. But then, if you're going to understand it, parang it will go back to the basic na lahat naman ng sabon ay nakakalinis. So, parang, yung mga ganon. Syempre, may mga iba't ibang formula and factors and all that. So, ayun. So, parang, hindi bago sa akin yung, again, yung mga issues sa lipunan. And parang mas naano lang siya, mas na-amplify, mas na-strengthen yung paniniwala ko doing it with Wasteless PH.
Wow.
Ayun.
Okay. Interesting actually. Papunta tayo dun sa may topics ng challenges. Yun ang main topic natin dito eh. Kasi, pero may isang question na pala kay Jenny naman. Why did you take a philosophy?
Philosophy, firstly, because may full scholarship that time.
Okay.
And then, kasi, yung story is, pareho akong nakapasa sa WIMS at ADZU. Pero pag sa WIMS ako mag-aaral that time, ipapatake ako ng accountancy, ng parents ko na di ko naman gusto kasi mahina tayo sa math. So,
May business tayo.
yeah. Yung point na hindi ko kayang mabuhay ng may inisip lang yung numbers, yung pera. So, to escape from that, nag-philosophy ako because of the full scholarship, pero in the long run, nakatulong din siya sa akin kasi it gave me the skills to do critical thinking, to question everything kasi hindi lahat ng sinasabi sa'yo, hindi lahat ng sinasabi sa media ay totoo. At dapat, marunong ka mag-isip kung ano yung tama at mali.
Wow. Ayun. Okay, sige. So, punta tayo sa challenges, ano. And actually, nabanggit na kanina somehow yung mga ibang challenges on running with this PH as a social enterprise. So, tama ba? Social enterprise ba?
Social enterprise.
Or actually, not just a social enterprise parang, yun nga, an advocacy business din siya, no? So, ayun, ano yung mga challenges in having or in running and operating a social enterprise or an advocacy business?
Yung main problem, challenges talaga namin is yung cost.
Kanina nabanggit na rin.
Yeah, because just to recap, it's not easy to have a sustainable business when you're doing it for a small as a small business when you don't have the economies of scale of
Yes.
big brands.
Although just to ano lang ano, kasi I think yung mga big brands nga rin ano, nakakatipid sila first because of the economies of scale.
Yes.
Pero actually, come to think of it, yung price na yun ng mga mainstream brands, inflated na yun dahil ang taas din ng marketing costs nila eh. So kayo wala kayong marketing cost nila, 'di ba? So I mean, hindi lang siya diretso na I mean, just for our listeners na hindi lang siya kumbaga usapin ng raw materials, 'di ba? Ano siya, production, even
Yeah.
transportation, logistics. Kasi
Yeah.
kayo, ano kayo, yung padala diretso, 'di ba? Which is, I think kung big brand ka, may distribution system ka, kung malaki ka talaga, mas matipid din somehow eh. So, malaki usapan dito. Parang ano rin to eh, big versus small. Not just
Yes.
parang profit-oriented versus sustainable advocacy, right? But anyway,
Yes.
sige, continue.
Related din doon is sa cost problem is that if you're a small business like us, a startup, you don't have the network that other big companies have, and you must do overtime. You must do double, triple, 100 times the hard work, the effort, just to be able to run. Kasi madami na kaming contemporaries sa sustainable niche na bumagsak, na nag-close.
Yeah,
Kasi hindi nila na kaya, and sa amin
oo nga,
is
buti nga kayo, buhay pa eh.
buhay pa kami. Buhay pa kami kasi when we have slow months, like we don't have sales, we don't produce.
Actually, wala naman kayong cost eh, no? I mean, parang puro kayo variable cost eh, 'di ba? Wala kayong parang fixed cost talaga na wala kayong factory, wala kayong overhead.
Wala
So,
kaming kasi
yeah.
even though we want to hire, no? Kasi kung siguro nagtuloy-tuloy yung mga back orders namin, talagang we wanted to hire.
Yeah,
Na parang kahit ano man lang, taga-bantay sa ano. Kasi nama-manage pa rin naman yung ano, yung production. Pero the problem is, yun na, yung mga tanong na parang, example, if we offer papaya soap, people will gonna ask, nakakaputi ba to? And hindi ka naman pwedeng mag-claim, oo, nakakaputi yan kung hindi ka clinically tested and the likes. Otherwise, sasabihin na nagsisinungaling lang yung ganon, di ba?
So, yun pa rin sabi ng mga Pinoy na pampaputi.
Yes, absolutely. Like, marami sa mga nilalapitan namin na, would you like to try ganyan? To the point that we actually give freebie para they can, wala, minsan hanggang freebie lang yung iba. Hanggang freebie lang yung iba. Oo, like sasabihin na, oo, like, ang ganda ng sabon nyo, ganito, ganyan, ganon. Tapos, hindi na sila bibili. Oo, yun. Siguro kung sa freebie lang, sobrang laki na ng ano namin, ng points namin doon.
By the way, magkano ba yung soaps? Magkano ba yung bars?
For a 90 gram na sabon, nasa 90 pesos siya.
Ano yung 90 grams?
Ito, hindi. Ganito ko sa site.
Ay, hindi.
That's 90 pesos?
No. Ano lang siya, ganito.
Kalahati nito.
Yung the usual size.
Kunwari, sa mga safeguard, 90 grams yun? Di mas mura sa inyo? Or
no, mas mura yung safeguard kaysa sa amin. Tapos mas mabango yung safeguard. Pero, mas masasabi namin, mas mabula yung sabon namin kaysa sa safeguard.
Okay.
But of course, who are we to question the pamit? parang, yun, like, I don't know, like, some people do not understand na, parang, there is really a huge difference between the handmade na
handmade din pala to.
Handmade din kasi hindi yun parang big machine and the likes. Kasi nag-o-offer din naman kami ng discount kapag malaki yung binibili mo, marami. For example, actually we encourage it, no? Kasi para hindi ka lesser yung carbon footprint mo. Kasi tama rin naman, parang kung ibibilin mo pa sa Zamboanga yung sabon mo, tapos papadala sa Maynila, parang, what's the point, diba? Akala ko bang magbabawas tayo ng carbon footprint? So, to actually manage that, isa sa parang, namin ni Jenny is, if you buy worth of ganito, then we can free the shipping fee. Kasi, ang rin naman, actually, mas, kawalan yun sa amin. Kasi, kukunin namin sa profit namin, yung pambayad dun sa shipping fee, na ang tawag dito na pagpapadala doon sa client. So pero yun nga, we have this comment na pampaputi ba siya, mga ganyan, and like, so sinasagot naman namin, hindi po siya parang pag ginamit niyo puputi kayo agad, ganyan. At least for papaya, naman, ang tawag dito, nag-bleach, kasi parang, anong tawag doon?
May papaya din kayo na
Yeah, meron. May, ba yung tawag doon? Yung nagpipil yung skin.
Yes.
Oo, nagpipil yung skin ng Oo, ganyan. May peeling effect yung papaya. But most of the time, yung mga sabon na meron kami is nakadepende sa variant nung ingredients na hinalo. For example, if we say turmeric, anti-fungal, gano'n. Pero may mga din, baka lang may mag-comment na parang, bakit kung turmeric is anti-pimple, bakit may pimples yung diba? Like, pag hormonal po yung pimples nyo, hindi talaga ma-address ng sabon yan. kahit si Dr. Vicky Bello pa yung diba?
Pero by the way, ang ganda, if you think ang ganda nun, na if yung branding ng Oasis PH is yung mga variants, na parang talagang siya, na this one is antifungal, this one is kung turmeric nga, then kung pampaputi somehow, na papaya variant, diba? So, what if yun yung parang i-focus nyo na branding na and organic siya, and parang talagang plant-based siya.
Pwede naman siyang ng antifungal, pero medyo mahirap siya kung sa mainstream kasi tatanungin talaga ng mga tao, may proof ba na
Or
antifungal?
ano na lang siguro, ang brand, yung turmeric. So, turmeric soap, ganyan. Kasi ganun siya
Yeah.
na ano, as in,
We did that.
I mean, unique siya sa Philippine market if ever man. Wala pang ganun, may ganun ba na parang mga soap na nakabida yung vegetable or yung
Meron.
yung halaman?
Papaya naman.
Hindi, pero kung sa inyo nga, may cacao soap, 'di ba? Parang talagang lahat ng, for me, attractive siya na parang, oh, I want to, tsaka ano siya, repeatability siya na this month try ko yung turmeric soap, this month try ko yung cacao soap, this month try ko yung ibang ano. So, baka pwede pang iba't iba pang prutas dyan or kung ano pang, ano.
Kaya naman.
'Di ba?
Yung challenge dun is yung supply.
Yeah, kasi seasonal
Oo.
din. Seasonal naman talaga, 'di ba? Mga strawberry, mga mangga, mga durian, seasonal naman talaga yun.
Diba?
So,
For example, if we say aloe vera. Gumagawa din kami ng aloe vera pala. Aloe vera soap. So talagang may time na hintayin namin na may bagong sibol na ba ng aloe vera, seryoso to, hindi.
yes.
Oo. Tapos, dati kasi, parang nakatira pa kami sa may Paso Nangka, hindi talaga problema yung supply ng malunggay leaves kasi may puno ng malunggay. So, technically, the idea is, what we're selling to you ay mga bagay na tumutubo sa bakuran. Oo. So, ganun. Tapos, nagmamatter lang na pag tinadry namin siya, ganyan.
This is actually nice, to be honest. How about pala yung sa formulation? Na perfect nyo na ba yung formulation or still ongoing pa rin kayo sa mga
May standardized
na
formula na kami. Yung kuan lang is, yung problema lang namin lately is yung costing na tumataas yung cost of ingredients, tumataas yung cost of logistics.
Kasi ano din yun I mean, sa ngayon, mahal-mahal na ng gasolina din, diba? Tsaka ng mga
yung marketing.
marketing.
Yung parang, yung,
Dahil ka sa mga, I mean, siguro like the Philippine mindset din of ano. Kasi nasanay nga tayo, I mean, mga sabon, binibili sa sari-sari store na mga mas tingi-tingi pa nga ng mga ano.
yung kuan is, aside from the costing, yung main problem talaga namin is how to market an eco-friendly product to a nation or to a place that is already used to the tingi culture, already used to sachets, already
Feeling ko
used
ito,
to boxes.
may idea ako na ano. Lalo na ngayon, di ba, naman Gen Z, millennials pala tayo. Millennials tayo. Gen Z ka, Jenny?
1996?
Oh, wow. Millennial din ako. So, anyway. Parang parang pwede siyang i-brand talaga na yung vegan soap ba, parang ganun. Or parang, you have tried that, di ba? Na, siya, tas online, purely na, hindi ba purely, you can also, pero parang, yun nga, yung, siya, vegan-based na, you wanna try this vegetable or this plant, then, marami kayong variants, di ba, na talaga, So,
Yeah, actually, naman.
then,
Pwede naman.
Isa nga sa problem namin is yung logistics. For example, ikaw ay parang magbenta sa'yo na taga Manila ka na gusto mong, okay, mag-o-offer kami ng tingi, right? Meron kaming parang maliit na soap na cost 10 pesos. Good for yun siya, 7 washes to 10, 7 to 10 washes. So, the problem with that, okay, 10 pesos nga, pero yung shipping fee mo, 130. So yun yung yan yung
true.
Yan yung so parang,
so,
maganda naman talaga yung concept namin. If only Zamboangueños mismo will patronize our products.
Gets.
But the problem is, parang dito, hindi patok sa nila yung ganong idea.
Gets ko na. Ito kasi yung usapin dyan. Yung positioning, this is just my opinion pero like yung positioning na, very ironic, very true yung irony na yun na, for example, for Zamboangueños na maybe hindi pa ganun ka-economically free karamihan ng mga tao, no? So, ang talagang priority is affordability.
Yes.
Pero kung affordability, mahirapan talaga kayo dun as an eco-friendly brand, Ngayon, ang ina-target nyo yung mga medyo Gen Z or mga medyo mag-iiba talaga mag-iiba yung branding nyo. Mag-iiba yung, actually, you can still retain the sustainability, pero mag-iiba yung approach nyo na sa Wasteless PH. And even nga, yung eco-friendly, pwede siya maging secondary na lang. Ang primary is yung parang organic and vegan-based na. Pero ando pa rin eco-friendly, and pinafocus nyo pa rin. Pero in the way on how you position the Talaga nag-ano tayo dito nag-business
Strategy na pala.
strategy. 'Di ba? Pero I mean parang interesting siya na 'di ba?
Parang I think yun nga, kung iaano naman namin social media marketing, ang hirap din kasi parang hindi nilalabas ni Meta 'pag hindi ka bayad sa
Ayun,
sa advertisement, 'di ba?
Dami nang nagrereklamo
Bilang
dun ngayon na
bilang
ibo-boost
si
mo.
Jen ang
Mm.
Yung sa online marketing is, if you don't have the money,
Yeah,
you
true,
will
true,
not
true.
be able to like reach many people. And then, kung kahit may money ka naman, but if your advocacy sometimes is too sensitive, then may shadow banning na nagaganap.
Ah,
Kasi
mga
kami is
capitalist talaga
we're pro-Palestine. So like
Ah.
naging mahirap dati yung nagkaroon kami ng problema dati sa Instagram kasi na-ban yung isa sa mga post namin
Ano naman?
about
Anong content?
yung about sa sa genocide and sa
Oh.
boycotting of big brands
Okay,
and
okay, okay.
trying to market ourselves as an alternative to that big brands because
Ah.
big brands are connected to that big war machine. Pero yung point is, yung Meta pala is, kasi connected din siya sa big war machine, so walang choice.
Yes, tapos live tayo sa Meta ngayon.
Diba? Oh my God.
Nagtatagalog naman tayo, so di tayo
Ayun,
ma-flag.
So yun yung
Okay.
mga pero
Gets.
parang maybe ang lang talaga, kaya lang ang stand lang talaga namin ni Jenny hangga't ginagamit namin yung sarili naming products.
Ay, wag naman syempre.
Buhay yun.
So,
Buhay pa
syempre,
kami.
I mean, don't settle with that. Pero,
Yeah, we don't settle with that though. Pero kasi like before, we have this bulk orders from our parang mga partners. Pero yun na nga, I think yung isa sa na-interview namin, nakasama namin sa interview before, sino ba yun yung basta Wasteless din sila. Like, pag bumibili sa kanila may dala-dalang mga mga
yung
containers,
container.
ganyan. Oo.
Yung Fulfill Zero, yung Fulfill Zero
Okay,
is,
okay.
sila yung isa sa mga partners namin dati sa Batangas din sila pero nag-close din dahil konti lang yung bumibili. Tumatangkilik. Like sila yung parang isa sa OG na bulk store sa Batangas pero nag-fail din kasi yung market hindi pa talaga ready.
Ang tingin ko dito kasi to be honest ang Pilipinas sa eco-friendly mahirap talaga yan. So if ever man ang feeling ko magiging path, of course we still want to push eco-friendliness pero secondary siya, nakatago siya sa mga ibang branding na kaya vegan branding or actually may isip ako na idea, feel free to reject me halal kasi merong incubator sa sa Sultan Kudarat.
Pero din,
they parang
may
help halal
certification
technologies.
din na kailangan.
They help mga businesses be halal certified ganyan. Pero I'm not sure if that's a path you're gonna take, but
it could be, pero yun lang I think for the soap we can that parang work on that. Pero as for our shampoo bars, parang ang dami pang dapat kasi parang kahit ang Pinas walang ganong walang ganong product, yung SCI. Oo, yung SCI.
Okay.
Yun yung pinaka main unless if lye base yung mga bars na shampoo bars na ginagamit. Pero iba din kasi yung effect niya sa hair.
Okay.
Parang feeling mo matigas yung buhok mo ganyan. So, yun. And even the idea of using shampoo bars is actually very new.
Yes, actually.
Oo, diba? Even sa Manila.
Nasanay tayo sa liquid.
Oo. Pero carry naman, madali namang gawin yung liquid kumpara sa sa shampoo bar. But the problem is, yung, ang tawag dito?
Container.
Oo, yung container.
True. Sa mga may lalagay na di plastic.
Oo, diba?
True.
Aside from container, meron ding ang tawag dito? Yung shaping mismo.
Yes. Okay,
hindi nila tinatanggap pag liquid unless if you're tied up with
with
kasi even like kami, no, like nire-wrap na namin yan ng papel, boxes and all. Pagdating niyan sa JRS or LBC for example, i-wrap pa rin yan ng plastic. So, pero ang point lang here is that at least na-minimize natin yung waste. Kaya parang as much as possible, if sa ibang lugar yung bumibili sa amin ng sabon, talagang kung pwede, mag-bulk orders na kayo. Like, di naman super bulk. Like, 6 to 10 pieces of soap. And that would be actually, helpful. And aside from that, yung ginagamit namin, mga packaging, for example, like the tote bags, yung iba doon ay mga, upcycled clothes. So, may inaano kami, single mom kami na parang kino-contact para magtahi nung mga bags, ganyan. So, yun lang. I think, yun talaga parang problema namin is how to sell out in the market.
Yes.
Especially here sa Zamboanga City. Kasi hindi naman talaga ideal na parang lagi mo siyang pinapadala sa ibang lugar. Parang mas maganda talaga pag dito. And I
Yes.
think one then of our challenges is actually having an upfront store. So wala kami nun. So parang pag pupunta kay
Mahal pa rin
Wishless
yun eh.
PH, oo, yun nga. So especially sa Zamboanga na nagtataasan ng rent, yung cost ng rent, no? Ng spaces. Kaya laging home-based siya, ganon. So, yun.
Yeah, so ayun. Ayun, so yun ang challenges. Actually, yeah, that's very true, no? Challenges first na cost nga, lalo na as a small versus the big brands. And actually, yung sa marketing and branding, kasi nga medyo ironic. I mean, medyo weird din naman talaga pa, I think, to compete din with big brands with regard to branding sa Pilipinas na, but I think, have you considered like getting a talagang marketing person or parang branding person na for Wasteless PH? Yung, baka may third co-founder ba kayo or kayo lang?
Wala pa. Kami pa lang. Pero meron kami isang friend na media person. Pero
Okay.
pinipersuade pa namin siya.
Oo.
Shoutout natin yan para ma-persuade na. Sige,
Oo. I think din, yung social battery ng bawat isa.
Okay.
Ayun.
Basta
Oo.
yung problema kasi sa amin, tsaka sa isang kaibigan namin is, mga introvert kami. So, like,
kailangan nyo ng...
So, lagi nga ako yung, hello, kumusta? Siguro gagawin natin.
Okay.
Oo, parang, yun, I don't know lang, this coming month, kung, hindi pa kasi kami talaga totally umuupo pa. And actually, we're trying to, yun nga, kulitin yung aming isa pang kaibigan, ganun. But, yun, parang it takes a lot of patience and, parang more networks, I guess, na kung kanino kami pwedeng mag-supply ng mga ganon. Actually, we tried sending one sa hotel, no? Nag-pitch tayo sa hotel, pero anong respond nila
Dito
dun?
sa Zamboanga?
Hindi,
Outside.
outside.
Okay.
Yun din kasi, parang, yun nga, laging bumabalik sa big brands versus small brands. Like, if nabibili nila ng 5 pesos lang per maliit na bar, tapos yung amin ay 10 pesos, talagang magpa-5
yung sa
sila.
inyo is kind of a premier Parang premier, premier soap to diba? I mean, medyo ironic man isipin, pero I think yun ang pwede maging position niya na mas mahal talaga siya. We have to accept it. But i-angle siya na parang medyo, mas mahal nga, pero naman, parang iba yung, may dagdag na properties, may dagdag na, diba? Yeah.
Introducing Aim High. Smarter construction management starts here. Monitor costs and progress with real-time insights. Plan ahead and adapt with streamlined scheduling tools. Make data-driven decisions to avoid costly delays. Increase efficiency and profit with Aim High.
Running a business? Make it smarter with Red Circle Global. Streamline operations, boost productivity, and manage everything in one powerful ERP system. Book your free business demo today at redcircleglobal.com, guided by one of our top experts.
Ayun. Actually, one hour na tayo dito nagkakwentuhan. So, I think we should wrap up this conversation. Ano na lang, baka meron mga nakikinig dyan na who want to partner up with you. Baka meron. For me, honestly, very, very promising pa to. Already, madami na kinagawa, di ba? Pero, ang laki pa ng pwedeng potential and baka ma-unlock pa natin yan. So, baka may nakikinig dyan na want to partner up with you or baka meron dyan gustong bumili, baka meron dyan nag-ano kayo ng mga reseller, parang ganun.
Yeah. Dati meron kami mga reseller program, pero dahil sa after ng pandemic, hindi na sila nag-continue because of the costing.
Okay.
And also, kahit sila din, nahirapan ding mag-sell, pero hopefully, merong mag-dare, merong mag-try, kasi it's not only a good advocacy, but it's also good for your family, for your friends, for your
Ako
health.
honestly, kung mag-organic ako lagi eh. So, I think that's really a change in mindset na baka medyo hindi pa nga ganun kadali for the Filipino people. But I think we'll get there. But anyway, baka may listeners na interested, so how can they connect with you? Maybe you can lead them to your social media.
So we have our Facebook and Instagram. So in Facebook, just type in the search bar Wasteless PH. So Wasteless space PH. Then for Instagram, our handle is PH Wasteless. So PHWASTELESS. PH Wasteless. Then we also have a website, wastelessph.com.
Oh, okay. May website na pala. Okay, sige. So, I'll also put those details below and kung meron dyan interested, connect with Jenny and Sao. And ayun. Salamat ulit sa ating kwentuhan dito sa Kapihan. Thank you. And thank you sa mga nakinig dyan. Salamat. Thank you. Ayun.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much to our 61 patrons. This episode is super powered by AskLexPH Academy, our official e-learning partner. Get certifications on Lean Six Sigma, project management, data science, and more. Argum AI. Make smarter decisions by presenting both sides of an issue as argued by two distinct AI models. Pixel by ePlayment. Turn content into opportunity, grow deeper connections, and earn more. Only with Pixel. Sign up at pixel.eplayment.co. School of Profits. Filipino-led community for aspiring freelancers, VAs, agency builders, and online earners. Built to help you start, grow, and earn online together. Founders Launchpad, our ecosystem partner. Early stage accelerator providing venture capital funding, operational support, and mentorship. Hire Business Solutions, provider of the most configurable cloud-based payroll system in the Philippines. Agile Data Solutions, the Philippines' fastest growing market insights tech company with its data gathering platform, Hustle PH. Smile Checks, streamline hiring and onboarding with automated background checks. Cloud CFO, cloud accounting service provider for businesses ready to grow. Cloverly Tech, all-in-one digital platform for property developers. Body Beaties, accessible and personalized diabetes self-management application. HKB Digital Services, tech-based business tools including payroll, ticketing, and loyalty rewards. Hyperstocks, digital banking enabler for rural and thrift banks. One CFO, CFO services, bookkeeping and tax, and payroll processing for startups and small businesses. Unawa, driving digital transformation with secure, legally enforceable electronic signatures and robust AML compliance. SchoolTech, all-in-one AI integrated school and learning management system. Better Support, a Manila-based BPO company. They have a referral program for people who can bring in new clients. You might know a Western-based business that needs better support. Britanna, enterprise-grade ERP solution that fits the small and medium business budget. Wonder Brand, data science-driven brand strategy and design for emerging markets. East Point Business Outsourcing Services, one-stop shop for streamlined business solutions for MSMEs such as business registration, bookkeeping, and more. DiviCode Technologies Incorporated, IT solutions specializing in software development, blockchain smart contracts, digital wallets, and cybersecurity. NutriCoach, personalized nutrition and wellness programs for you. This episode is powered by Stugbodok, JIA Engineering Solutions, Alcacon Aquafeeds 1Alj, Grey Wolf Technologies Philippines, Pareto Consulting, Jure.ph, Big Giant Games, Pahatid PH, Wasteless PH, Tech Tribe, Yay, Uplift Code Camp, Board Prep, Dohe Philippines, Edfolio, Hive Rooms, Sirius MD, MD. Support the podcast through the links in the description.